where God moved replicate itself again, because it will be unfair for God to move the way he moved in the day of persecution when you are eating bread and tea. It will be unfair. Those other guys will accuse God. You brought this move upon us when we are in danger. How come this move is coming when they are taking swear bread and butter? So for the Lord to be justified, he will allow such similar circumstance to come around so that he can be right as a righteous king, to bring about such ability of power like he did in those days. So in these guys, what we are about to see are the days like it was of the apostles. It's a full package. Now work on this sound. It's too loud. It's just so loud. Please sit down. Please work on this sound. It's so loud and loud. It shouldn't be so on Sunday, please. Make your settings before service. Don't be testing it during worship. It shows that we're not orderly. Please. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Now this house, learn to respond. Hallelujah. I began to ask a question all by myself while I was meditating some days ago. And what brought about that thought was the current situation in our city, Kaduna, in our state, and our nation. Please, guys, take your seat. Thank you so much. God bless you. Didn't Jesus rebuke Peter and said to Peter, drop your sword, sheath it back? And then Jesus went ahead to make a statement about people that use the sword. What did Jesus say to Peter? Now, I say we should be responding. What did he say to Peter? He that lives by the sword will die by the sword. Who spoke those words? Did Peter respond to what Jesus said? Yes or no? Did Peter respond to it? It's yes. It's yes, because Peter had already done the act of slicing that guy's ear. Is that okay? And then Jesus rebuked him and said, no, you don't do this. Those that live by the sword will die by the sword. There's no account that Peter again ever handled the sword. Is that okay, church? So I assume that Peter heeded to that advice or that rebuke. But do you realize that other disciples that would never was said handle the sword die by the sword? Hello? So I got thinking, what are you saying, Jesus? Maybe they were around and they heard your rebuke to Peter and they took dressing from that day. It wasn't recorded that any of the apostles ever used the sword again for the cause of Jesus. But some of them were sawn apart, asunder with the sword. I didn't come to tell you why it happened. I came to show you my confusion, to make you confused. You to be confused like me. Yeah, I think I'll give you no revelation there. I'm confused. Go and study. If you have the answer, signify. We will give you to explain to us. The small I know is that you will not know everything on this side of the divide called eternity. This time, you will not know it. There are things that we will know by and by. On Sunday, we'll be here. God has graciously given us favor. This house called about 7 other ministers in this city and to ask them to please suspend your evening services. Let's come and pray. And none said no. And we even hope to have more, because I didn't call all. The ones that I was able to call also called the ones they knew. So this house will be packed full on Sunday to pray for our land. Hallelujah. Apostle told us something in this city about quorum. There's a minimum requirement of prayer that is needed for your life. You, your wife, your children can handle it, possibly. Then there's one that's required for your ministry. You, your workforce, your pastors can handle it. But when it comes to territorial quorum, mandate, authority, the church might need to converge. The church in that land might need to come. And I said the church, I don't mean PFN or CAN. I mean those that truly call upon the name of the Lord. They can be inclusive, but they are not all about the church. Do you understand? Hallelujah. Now this voice is not still the voice. So on Sunday, all departments, please be at your best. We have great moment here. Friends will be coming. I don't think this hall will be sufficient, but we'll squeeze in. If it means squeezing all over, we'll just do that. We'll just squeeze in. Hallelujah. Tonight's teacher will be coming up soon, in 10 minutes' time. Let me just try to say one or two things from what we began last week. Now let me see your hands if you are going to be baptized on Saturday. Our students. Okay, great. So what I'll do is, please come forward. Start from the first seat after the minister's seat. Let's have all of you on that seat. No, you're in the right place. Alex, are you baptized? Then you're in the right place. Those that have been baptized, come to the seat after the minister's seat. Just line up. You're not baptized by immersion. Pastor Victor said your baptism was not correct. You just sprinkle some water on your head. Okay, let me say it again. If you'll be baptized on Saturday, wave your hand like this. If you will be baptized, okay, you're there. You too, evangelist? Okay, now, good. So come to the front, to the seat. Good. The reason is, okay, you are